On Friday morning, we get the Labor Department's all-important non-farm payroll report, and that number could set the tone for the entire month. That's what's been happening. Fortunately, we can get an early read on the employment picture by checking in with the payroll processors. Companies like Paychex, the second largest payroll processor in America, with a sidelining human resources outsourcing that's actually becoming their main business. And the good news is companies like Paychex, they know things. Not only do they benefit from stronger hiring, they also instantly become more profitable every time the Fed raises interest rates. That's because Paychex collects interest on what's known as the float, the money they're sitting on while they wait for you to cash your check. Now, Paychex just reported this morning, and they delivered a nice top and bottom line beat. Management reiterating their full-year forecast. Stock rallied 1.44%. After spending the beginning of the year in the doldrums, this thing's really been roaring of late. Could have more room to run. Let's check in with Marty Mucci. He's the president and CEO of Paychex. Learn more about the quarter, where his company's headed. Marty, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks, Jim. It's good to be here.
Marty, I got to tell you, I thought everything came together this quarter. You've got 15 holds, 1 sell, and only 1 buy. I think they're all going to be converted because you got to tell people about all the suite that you put together that I think is now complete and is making it so that you are much more than just a payroll processor.
Well, I agree, Jim. It really has come together. This has been a solid first quarter. 9% top-line revenue, 16% on net income, certainly benefiting from tax reform as well. And we've put a great suite of products together that not only is payroll, but it's really an HR solution for small and mid-sized businesses.
You also mentioned in the middle of your conference call that we're experiencing a strong growth in worksite employees that continued in the first quarter. So that's certainly good news for the economy and for Paychex.
It really is. This is not only new sales, but it's growth in worksite employees from our existing clients in the PEO business, which is really HR outsourcing, where we help them with insurances as well as total HR support. And it's growing double-digit and really probably mid-double-digit growth is what we're seeing there.
Well, what was the inflection point? Because that really is much stronger. I read a bunch of analyst reports. I don't think people recognize that you would be at some sort of fulcrum where it really started getting some leverage.
Well, we started getting some really some good momentum the last half of last year. We put a number of new sales initiatives in place. We expanded our marketing spend given the tax reform money. We used some of that money to reinvest in product development to accelerate a few products that we were working on coming up with the next year. And when you put it all together, including our new learning management system, which gives training to our small and mid-sized businesses, pre-populated and their own, you really have a very strong HR outsourced product, and that's what's helping these businesses grow. You
also credited we were out at Salesforce. You said that Salesforce helped, and also your virtual team inside. I mean, so you're really making some efforts to data mine companies and figure out how best to give them the analytics that help them.
Well, we are. Using Salesforce, we're having the sales reps really put a lot of data into Salesforce, which we're then using to produce data analytics that is helping us target prospects, client referrals, CPA referrals. We're getting much more defined in the way we go at clients and be able to bring them the exact right value based on what they need. And we know all of their history, all of their interactions with us. All of that can be pulled together with data analytics now. And you're right, a lot of selling is happening telephonically now. Our virtual sales, our inside sales for the smallest of clients, under 5 employees, that's really very popular now. People want to go on the web, search, talk to you, demo it online, and buy right away.
All right, so Marty, let's just talk generally. It looks like some people feel like full employment. Some people feel like labor shortage. Amazon raises prices $15. What are you seeing? Because this seems like a pretty good time to be an employee.
Yeah, I think it is. I think that, what you're seeing is they have more choices. And that's why, as an employer, you've really got to make sure your benefit package are up very competitively, and that you're offering personal development and training to those employees to keep them. But it is a good time. We're still not seeing the biggest wage increases. This month we're around 2.3% overall over last year. Still seems a little bit on the low side, but I do think larger employees are paying a little bit more. The smaller businesses, not quite as profitable, not able to raise wages quite as much right now.
All right, how about the newfound competition? We meet with these people from Square, and they've got a very good suite of products, admittedly. But suddenly they're offering payroll processing. Yep. I mean, can anybody just offer payroll processing and expect that they'll take share?
We really don't see it as that big of a competitor. Certainly they have good competitive products in the payment processing business. But, on the payroll side, it's really not a full-featured payroll system. It doesn't handle all of the states. You have to pre-process your payroll about 4 days ahead based on the last that we've seen. It's not integrated with other HR products. And this was really a payroll product that they just moved to their mobile app. And it is only for employers. Our mobile app is for both employers and the employees, and there's a lot of self-service that they can do as well. So it's really not a big competition from our standpoint from a payroll, but they certainly have good payment processing products.
All right, finally, anecdotally, I'm actually hearing, I just heard from another one this weekend, that people who have spent time incarcerated for white-collar crime, particularly for marijuana sales, are now able to get a job more easily than any time in history. Without being specific, are you seeing that kind of hiring going on?
Well, I think, as we may have talked before, what our HRGs, we have over 500 HR specialists that service our clients and help them with HR compliance. And we are definitely seeing smaller businesses, mid-sized businesses that are starting to even waive some of the drug testing requirements because they are having so much difficulty getting certain employees. So, you could have someone that becomes a little bit more lenient because it's so tight out there to hire employees. That's for sure.
Wow, that is one of the consequences of full employment. Thank you so much, Marty Musi. He's the president and CEO of Paychex, P-A-Y-X. Look, someone's going to go hold in one of these from hold to buy in one of these major firms. This stock's not done going up. It definitely isn't. Mad Money's back after the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.